bum 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 bum. Ho, what's up, demons and demonettes? Tis I, Traxy, Demon Queen, and today we're gonna take a sneak peek at Faramor, the latest hero to hit AFKJourney. But before we get into it, as always, toss a like and subscribe down below. Alright, so we have him at a Legendary Plus. We are on the VN server. Do have a limited pull potential here, so we will pull for him in a couple days on global to kind of get a real good look at him at S+, even though I did get to do some S+ testing on stream, but I only have him at a Legendary Plus. So let's take a look at his abilities. Alright, Faramor consumes 250 and minus 10 energy for each point in ult power to summon a magic circle centered on his current target, dealing a 210% damage. 2 damage to enemies caught inside. While the circle is active, he consumes a 120 energy per second to maintain it. Enemies within the circle cannot heal. That's big. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Every 0.5 seconds, they take a 35% true damage, plus extra true damage for the HP they've lost. And it cannot exceed a 240% of his attack. Alright. Glory's Embrace, 10-second cooldown. Faramor, we can look at the initial, it's 0. Faramor prays to imbue his weapon with sacred power, getting a shield, and dealing damage to his current target. The shield lasts for 6 seconds. And if he has a non-permanent stat boost from his allies, it's true damage. So it's 100% true damage instead. So that's big. Alright, Sacred Pledge. During battle preparation, a Faramor can bless an adjacent allied hero, prioritizing the hero placed behind him. And that's going to work as similar to like a Hugin or a Rainer with this charm set, or just Rainer in general. Active Faramor increases attack by 12%. For 10 seconds for both him and the hero he blesses, automatically reapplying the buff when it expires. Every 3 seconds while the buff is active, Faramor deals 100 damage to the enemy within 1 tile of both himself and the hero, and then stuns them for 0.5. And that just increases over time. Its hero focus just increases pace. His EX weapon, Faramor replaces his normal attacks with Glory's Embrace. That's this one. While his magic circle is active, which is his ult, but the shield value he gains from Glory's Embrace is capped at 600%. The magic circle also weakens the enemy within it, allowing allies to deal extra true damage. So you want to get his EX weapon unlocked. It does extra damage at 5 and then at 10. When the enemy is defeated within the magic circle, grants Faramor a 10% attack and expands the circle by 2 tiles, so it just gets bigger the more enemies that die inside it. And then enhanced focus. If an enemy revives within Faramor's circle, Thorin or Talene, as at this time, Faramor will reduce their vitality by 50. Alright, so what does this all translate into? So as you notice, he did a sort of a percentage of true damage to bosses. So we can take a look at here. In Dream Realm, we are in a pre-endless on Stomper, and you can see I did a 654 here with him. If we scroll down, you can see that was my best for the day so far on the boss. And I mean, we are in again, so it's a little hard to gauge because we don't exactly have the best stuff. But as you can see, at just a Legendary Plus with his set bonus, he is out-damaging Odie with his set bonus, who's generally really good and has been very good on Stomper. But that's something to keep in mind. Just by kind of getting buffed by Valka, he is doing more damage. So we are seeing that he's going to be a very good Dream Realm hero. I have seen in Endless, where currently we're at maybe about an 83 billion on Stomper. On the global side, on Endless Stomper, on the matching side in BN, someone managed to hit like an 89. So he's adding about an extra 6 billion on top of that, so he will be meta. It looks like he's going to be good for pre-Endless and Endless Dream Realm in some cases. So that's good. Stages, I didn't really get much use out of him in stages. I didn't think he was all that great. On the PvP side of things, I struggle in PvP. I don't really know that he helped too much. He did help me beat this team here, and again, we're using him to kind of counteract Smokey. So we'll see how he kind of counteracts Smokey. So Arden gets his ult off. It doesn't matter. He doesn't even get the ult. So it doesn't matter there. Great. But he is, I found in testing, he is pretty good on the front line as well. I mean, here we lost. We did struggle. Again, my team has struggles. I thought maybe we could use Faramor to kind of counter Gerda and Smokey. But the fact that we were so much lower and they had Siren hurts us now. I will say that there is combo potential between Siren and Faramor, because one of the ways to counter Siren in PvP is to run Ludovic or Smokey and just kind of heal through that black hole as best you can. However, if Siren drops his black hole, then Faramor overlaps his magic circle with the black hole. Now those enemies are no longer healing, they're taking additional damage, and it just kind of nukes them down, and then they get sucked into the black hole eventually. So it's kind of a really good combo that I noticed, at least in the mid-tier. I was able to run it on someone else's account again and kind of like check that out. I just don't have access to it at this time. As for here, so we can go into Sunrise Serenade. I was struggling a bit on this account to clear some of these, but as soon as I put Faramor in, if we go here, 3200, I ran him here, and we can kind of see him in action here. So this is kind of the rando squad I came up. They're gonna get teleported over. I could not beat this squad pre-Faramor, so let's see how it goes now with Faramor. See, now he's gonna drop his ult. You see Makola just melts, prevents healing. So he's just kind of over on the side and nuking on Tundra, while everybody else is dealing with this side. We're able to deal with the enemy Lenya before it becomes a problem. We drop it. Again, he drops his ult. He almost instantaneously annihilates Valka there and finishes her off, because it does do a ton of damage. Valka is pretty tanky, pretty shielding, so our true damage is going to eat through that. So that was the best way I could get it right, because then we get a kind of like a sample here of how he works at Supreme. So he does have an EX weapon of 5, and he has Supreme. We just don't get that, but we kind of get to see how he's gonna work there and how he like benefits our team. I still wasn't able to clear some of the other ones with him. Just don't have the roster on this account to do it, but he's pretty good there. On Titan Reaver, I did get my best score on a Titan Reaver using him. As you can see, he gets bumped up to Mythic, and we did manage to eke out a 232 here. As you know, we were struggling perhaps before without him. And then you're seeing the combo ability here with Tyrion. We just kind of needed someone in there to deal with Plague Reaper, but then Faramor then combos with Tyrion on the ads. So it's kind of nice. So we can go ahead, we can take a look and see how that looks. Alright, so you can see that Faramor is dealing a fair bit of damage here, even when he's matched up with Sinbad. So we can see that he's really good for bossing. So he's definitely going to be a hero that you're going to want to pull to S+. He will be relevant in a Dream Realm. We'll just speed this up. And he will be a factor in a Ravaged Realm for sure at the end of the season, especially since, you know, the Wilder faction doesn't really have that big bad boss killer to go along with a Lily May type. So we tend to struggle with the Sylvan side of things, but with the addition of Faramor, that will certainly change, so I'm looking forward to that. And we can see him kind of do his thing here. But as you can see, he's very good on Plague Creeper. I expect him to, like I said, I expect him to combo well on Plague Creeper. As you can see, that everybody's getting sucked in. They're getting sucked into the magic circle, so they're just taking, like, increased more and more damage. He gets buffed by a Makola in this case, so he's almost always doing true damage. So he's just shredding through enemies' defenses. It's fantastic. The only question is, I think for me, is how he's going to turn out to be for PvP. I'm just not sure how he's going to fare against the higher end comps with more Celestials hypos. I've only seen him at work kind of in that mid rank tier. He does combo well with Siren, so if Siren is someone, if you're running a lot in PvP, you're gonna want Faramor, and you're definitely going to want him for Dream Realm. So as of now, I'm gonna say that he's going to be a must-have. We'll see if that prediction holds true in a couple of days when we get him on global, and we can do like our global review. And that's gonna be it for this one. As always, good luck on your polls, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!